bane good relationship in terms of trades and everything. So when did everything go wrong, or why is there a war now in Iran? The only problem that is making these people to fight, it's oil discovery, Brent crude oil. Nayazi le oil le abayibiza ngokuthi hey umphongola uyimali esol endabeni bathi faji imali eso ioli ehlaza. That is the problem. So Iran is rich in Brent crude oil. So Iran, they had an agreement with US, and then they set up a British company, BP, to ibadosele oil from the sea, and then bakhona ukuyithengisa. And then Iran after lapho yabona a lot of oil is going outside the country, and futhi abakhona ukuyicontrola, especially oil le bengabangeniseli anything. So British and American company, they were taking money outside the country, and then Iran, they were not benefiting, and futhi bebanga develop in terms of infrastructure and everything. So Mohammed Mossadegh 1951 wa nationalizer oil yase Iran. So what oil le esinayo, it's our national asset, it's our national natural resource. So we need to have control of it. Just like Abu Dubai, Abu UAE, they nationalize their mineral resources, of which is something that Nati we can also try to do in South Africa, you understand? So that we can have control of our own mineral resources. So the British, they supported EUSA, and as well as EUSA, they boycotted nationalization of oil in the Iran. So EUSA being afuni ukuthi oil nationalize because of that's how they were making money. You understand? It's the same thing. In South Africa, there's a company from outside. They are making money. They are taking oil. They are taking coal. They are taking diamond. They are taking gold. And then Tina in South Africa, we are not having like a profit on those companies or on those mineral resources. They are taken outside the country. So when Iran, they decided we need to nationalize this resource because it's a scarce resource. So they nationalized their Brent crude oil, which the oil esinayo. We need to have control of it. And then this Brent crude oil, guys, by sense for a lot of things, you know, just to name the few. If ever you take this Brent crude oil and then you pressurize it to a certain temperature, Celsius degrees, and then it will give you different resources. Izinto ezifana nabo LPG gas, izokupha igas lesi sebenzisako ukulayita intofu, izokupha ipetrol oil le isebenzisako emakareni, izokupha inafta, izokupha iparaffin or diesel, izokupha petrol yama ship, those big ships, izokupha a lot of things. Also ama oil la swathela emakareni izokupha nayo, and then also izokupha ne engine oil, including iskontiri sisuka from Brent crude oil. So it is used for many things. So like Ifaji A1 ye Brent crude oil, this crude oil, you can maybe check here on TikTok, search Brent crude oil refinery or processing. You will learn more about the processing. So Ifaji A1 ikhipha izinto eziningi, it makes a lot of money. So 1953, American and British agency ba orchestrator a coup to push Mohammed Mossadegh ukuthi angasa nationalize this Brent crude oil because of like America ne British bebangasenza imali. So 1953 ba organizer a coup ukuthi that guy must be removed. And then by then Mossadegh had ties with Russia and also Israel. So after a coup of Mossadegh, the former son of actually the former Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, took over. So they removed Mohammad Mossadegh, America ne British ukuthi bakhona ukuchubeka bona ba thole oil from Iran. So they organized a coup, of which obviously if you organize a coup, you have to fund them with military equipment, financial aid, intelligence, and so America, they provided those things to this guy Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, and as well as British nayo yafaka imali ukuthi they need to remove that guy with bakhona ukuchubeka bathole that oil. So after that, Iran, they took over, Mohammed Pahlavi took over Iran, and then supported by USA for almost like 26 years, from 1953 up until late in the 80s. They were extorting oil from Iran. So that's how they were making money. So it shows good. That's why dollar is so powerful, because like these people, they've been badla amandla wamanye ama-country nje through this thing yamaku and so they reform in Iran that boosted economy. So after boosting economy, Iran economy be right, and then certain people benefited from this individual of Pahlavi, and then the pro-Western policies, they caused a conflict or a riot in Iran, undermining the Islamic tradition. That's where the problem started. Ama policies wabo Donald Trump or wase America, they were undermining Islamic religion, isondo lama Islam. So now those policies, they were going against isondo lama Islam. So after all this, it led to Iran revolution in 1979. 1979, kwaba a big revolution in Iran, which changed everything. And then people started going back to Islamic religion, because abadabanengi, they were no longer becoming Islamic religion due to Guti. They were starting to become sort of like colonized. I don't know what am I making sense. Nisese nami musangish. So after the religious leader that took over, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, so the one that was now the leader of Iran, took over in 1979, that Iran revolution. Granting understand, especially Khomeini, the current leader, lo abathu bambulele manje, took over in 1979, the Iran revolution. Ne? And then when he returned from exile. So when he returned from exile, he established something called Islamic Republic. So every Islam was happy. And then in November 1979, a group of Iran students, they held Americans hostage. So Baba Tumba, almost like... there were a lot, man. Yeah, there were a lot. More than 100 American students. Baba Tumba held a hostage for 1 good year. 1 year, those students, they were held hostage by the Iran, because of, they were saying what was done by America during the time of Pahlavi, it was not okay. So America, how come can they organize or orchestrate a coup against Mossadegh, and then now they just took over those students, like so that hostage. So after that hostage and Islamic Republic, that changed everything. So USA, it banned Iran and sanctioned them, including the export of oil. So after that hostage, I'm a student, and then they took over of Ayatollah Khomeini, the Islamic Republic. USA, we are sanctioning you, Iran, because what you are doing now, you are going against our law. So, and then this started including Guti ne oil yabo bati abasayithengi. So before the hostage ending in 1979, Iraq invaded Iran, and then kwaba ne big war. And then the person who was leading the war, it was Saddam Hussein. That was led by who? I mean, that was supported by who? Guess which country was supporting Saddam Hussein? USA. So USA was supporting any country that fights against Iran, even back in those days. So the war lasted 8 years, and Hussein, though Islamic Republic is weak, but for like good 8 years, azange akhona ukuthi I took over government, because previously ngiyakhumbula ukuthi Pahlavi took over the government because Iran was having a coup that was supported by USA. So now Saddam Hussein wanted to take over government as Iran, failed, and then that war lasted for good 8 years. 500,000 people died, and then USA backed Iraq to attack Iran. So they backed them for 8 years, as supporting them in terms of financial aid, weapons, intelligence, and. So on the July 3rd, 1988, so Iran, fly yabo was shut down by America and killed 290 people. And then America yati, no, they thought ukuthi that flight, it was a fighter jet. Does it make sense? I don't know. So Iran, they didn't like that. So since 1979, Iran and Israel, they were not having good relationship. So since then, Iran have been having close ties with powerful countries, Afana Nabu, Hamas, Gaza, Hezbollah, Lebanon, and that didn't make America so happy with it. Iran, they are having close ties with heavily armed countries, so they want them just to be with it. Babe weak, maybe never attack easily. Like so another headache to the USA was that with Iran, they developed a nuclear development program. So Iran, they started a program which they want to start making nuclear weapons. So, and then like they pose more sanctions USA saying that is against the laws. And then Iranians those that nuclear development program is just for peace purposes. So USA add more sanctions. So add more sanctions, and then they said that nuclear development program is a human rights violation. So of which kanjani, I don't know. In South Africa, they once said asithatheni Kali siyozilahla elwandle. Do you know that, or do you remember that? So in South Africa, we once had mass destructions weapons as far as nuclear, which once we can be attacked, at least we have those powerful weapons. Post-democracy in 1994. In 1994, basitshela ukuthi South Africa kumelanga ibe nama mass destructions weapons. Thathani lenkali nozilahle elwandle, you don't need them. But other countries, they are having them. Let's move on. 2015, Iran, they signed an agreement. And then that agreement is to limit its development program and also allowing USA to buy oil. No man, guys, okay, fine. I'm sure look been producer nuclear so still maybe then the 1 or 2 per year. You understand? They signed the agreement. USA yavuma, and then also USA yati no oil you must also give us some oil. Iran has no problem with like isebenzisana umnotho uzokuthuthuka nakithi. Iran yavuma ne-US yavuma basebenzisana bathenga oil, like life goes on, everything was fine. And then in 2018, this is where everything went from good to worse. 2018, guess who became the president of America? Donald Trump. Donald Trump came into office and then took us to that agreement. And then what next? Lama sanctions lawa beyakhona for Iran, they must be scratched and removed. As we went back to square one, Donald Trump will cancel lama agreements lawa in 2015 in 2018 yen. Or cancel in 2018. What next? Iran yahlanya. Let's cancel those agreements. They must be sanctioned. And then Iran economy, it crippled. Like what better Iran, and then Iran, it accused USA in 2019 they attacked their oil tankers because of they were having a lot of oil reserve. Obviously oil aisatengwa much, so they were having a lot of oil reserve. So in 2020 Donald Trump wabulala ucommander uSuleiman with a drone strike in Iraq. Because of niyakhumbula ukuthi Donald Trump in 2018 nakangena e-office, he became the president. So in 2020 wabulala ucommander wama soldier in Iraq wase Iran. Yes. So, and then that doesn't sit good with Iran. And then 7 October 2023, there was a Hamas attack on Israel, and then Israel responded decisively, like with an attack in Gaza, if you can remember very well. So Gaza bayenza into ashes. I've once shared my videos was Gaza before on this platform. You can go and check them. And then June 2025. Now we are going in times, guys. June 2025. The nuclear watchdog, like it's an organization in America, they said, no man, Iran, they broke the laws of those nuclear. And then Israel, they launched a series of Iran, and then it resulted in a 12-day war. That's how the war between Iran and Israel started. So it was started by somebody sitting in the Washington White House saying ukuthi wena Israel attacker laba, and then Israel attacker Iran ukuthi nina ama-nuclear weapons, so you are not supposed to have those nuclear weapons. I understand. So I don't understand ukuthi why Israel izwa nge-America. We know that Israel have ties. Israel, America, ibhekapha ngemali, and then ibhekapha ngama-weapons, and then ibhekapha nge-intelligence. But my biggest question is why Israel each and every time America naiti when abulala yabulala, when I do this it do that. So that is my question. So after that, 2025, the USA in December last year, December 2025, USA it bombed Iran nuclear development program facility. Nayikhumbula le facility le engimentionile ukuthi it was started by Iran ukuthi they need to have something like nuclear development program just after Iran even ties with Hamas and Gaza. So that nuclear development program was bombed by America December 2025. And then after bombing that facility nuclear in Iran by America, that's where everything went from bad to worse. And then Iran no man, America ngathi manje so sijwayela kabi. And then America, after bombing that nuclear development program, they imposed back the cancelled 2015 agreements before they imposed the sanctions that were cancelled in 2015 before Donald Trump abai president, because Donald Trump nagabai president was sanctiona Iran but azanga impose all of those sanctions. Manje Donald Trump wa impose wonke lama sanctions with we want nothing to do with you Iran. And then food prices, they went up by 70%. The currency of Iran collapsed after December 2025 bombing of that facility and sanctions. Because sanctions, guys, we all understand what is the sanction. Sanction is when a country saying we want nothing to do with you. As something silly when as sinkwa, as something silly when as pillars, anything that comes from that particular, including petrol. Petrol, oil, everything goes up. So that's how Iran went. So everything just went up because of they were not receiving oil, they were not receiving wheat to make bread, to make everything. And then food, meat, they were no longer receiving such kind of commodities from America. So everything just went up by 70%. And then in December and January, late December and January, actually 2 months ago, 2026, January of 2026 and December of 2025, there was a protest in Iran against Ayatollah Khamenei, and then Khamenei were complaining ukuthi no mina ningangiblame ukuthi like na collapse our economy is because of me. Economy collapse because of Donald Trump. You understand? This is the same thing, guys, that happened to us last year. In South Africa, Tina, kune white genocide. So now, ukhomene uti Donald Trump nguye o impose everything uti like kubhetela. Now you can't blame me. Blame Donald Trump. And then after Khamenei blaming Donald Trump for the protest, and then that's when Khamenei wa issue instruction uti we're gonna bomb all lama US bases aguma country la abaseduze now. So they started bombing all of those US bases, starting in Bahrain, Dubai, Kuwait, Qatar, Israel. Njengoba ngenzile like a video a day ago. So they started bombing those US bases, and then that didn't make Donald Trump very happy. And then the son of Pahlavi is an opposition in Iran, and then is a opposition in Iran of Khamenei. So Reza Pahlavi is the opposition, of which is the son of the previous leader. Loenge mentionile guys, namkumbula that one of Mohammed Reza Pahlavi that took over for 26 years when America they had a coup with the British. So this is the son of that leader. So this son of this leader is an opposition now of like a opposition party in Iran that is against Khamenei. So Khamenei is the leader of Iran, the one that was killed. I hope Nisesena. So the son of Pahlavi supporter Donald Trump. I'm support Donald Trump for these sanctions because it shows Iran, if ever they do things according to America demands, isn't those right? You understand? That is how it's happening in South Africa because there are people who are saying Israeli right about Bafana Nabo Gated Mackenzie. There are people who are saying Iran, they are also correct to protect themselves. So I don't know what do you say about this. So now this son is giving us this impression an enemy of my enemy is my friend. So njengoba uKhamenei wisa umbuso wakababakhe. So now yena he's supporting Donald Trump lo owafaka ubabakhe when ubabakhe took over after a coup. Actually, this is what the son is saying. So, guys, you will let me know what do you think about these revelations. Also, uKhamenei uthe batsho lama bomb lawa bathumelile. You see those bombs that happened like 2 days ago or 1 day ago. Uthe lama bomb abathumelile. That is an old stock. Uthe batsho that is an old stock. There is new inventions of weapons. So that is just a drop in the ocean. There is more. So I don't know what you say about this. So they will send more because they've sent to Bahrain, Kuwait, Israel, Dubai, Qatar. So they're gonna be dropping bombs everywhere. So the US diplomats that are in Qatar, their families and them, they have left. Babalegile. So my question is, if something like this could happen in South Africa, do you trust your politicians, they will stay with us and fight this battle with them in South Africa? By the look of things, I don't think so, guys. People will just disappear in a thin air. They will know more, or they will know, you won't find them anywhere. They will no longer be found anywhere. Person gone. Person gone. So that is my question. Do you think your leaders in South Africa, if a war can happen like this, will they stay with us and fight this war? So Donald Trump, guys, destroyed the Iran ships. Apparently, and then I will share the picture here on top. And then the other news is that also Iran has a supreme leader and a president. So I don't understand why Iran in a supreme leader and a president, but I will just find out, guys, for you. And then so far, these are the people that have been captured by America so far. So America, guys, is a very, 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 I don't understand. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you see, when we are fighting with Donald Trump, it's the same thing as Ula Nehlanya. Because there's no way this person unormal ehloko. Normal, guys, let's be honest. And then also ANC, they are calling for agent dialogue on this Middle East war. I don't know what to say about that, because ANC but we need to have an agent dialogue. I don't know what agent talk because we are not fighting anybody, and we must not choose side because we don't even have capacity to fight any person in this world. And then RSA, it was also mentioned as the safest country. If ever in World War III it happens, some of the countries lawa ane war, the only African country is safe over manje that can accommodate Israel, Iran, people from Hezbollah, Lebanon, Hamas, Gaza, it's South Africa. If they get it, the only safest country in the Africa that they can run to is South Africa. Nina space ma South Africans aningitshele. Nina so space soku accommodator abo my friend laba basuka le phezulu eMiddle East. Let me know in the comment sections. And then so far there are more than 15 countries that are in war. And then UK guys, they have entered the WhatsApp chat. UK iti siyayingena. United Kingdom iti thina siyayingena lepile yi-America ne-Iran. Siyazifaka. So I don't know what like UK ingenaphi. And then countries like Russia and North Korea, they are so quiet. They are just keeping quiet. They are keeping their cool because once Vladimir Putin once said he can't attack Israel because almost like 20% of the people that are staying in Israel now are people from Russia. And one of the dominating language that is spoken in Israel now, it's also Russia. So he's also taking that into consideration. So that's why in Russia, they are so reserved much. And then countries like North Korea, Kim Jong, Uti, abastint. Or Iran is phonel. It's too many WhatsApp. We are ready, siyeza. So the people that have powerful weapons, they are so reserved, they are so quiet because they've got enough capacity to fight any person in the world. So guys, let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. Also, all the airports in many countries, like as I'm gonna put a picture here, or Iran space, they are closed. So Iran space now is very clean. I will put a picture. Let me show you this picture. You see this picture? This picture was taken today. It's today. Go Flight Radar app. So Lapa Iran, it's very clean. So yeah, that is that, guys. I think I covered almost everything that I wanted to share with you. So you will let me know in the comment section what do you think about this war between Iran and USA and Israel. So nothing take make a video and explain ukuthi sifike kanjani ukuze